first days being in here, and just give us an idea of the sense of the camp and what Paulie's looking for you guys?
I think the kind of overall kind of feeling is excitement. Personally, I'm excited to be up here, and I think likewise with everybody else, a lot of lads getting their kind of first opportunities up here, and there's a great buzz around the place.
Does it help coming in and having Mike here as a coach and Dennis here as a coach and guys that you're so used to working with?
Yeah, it helps. Look, a bit of very familiar with two of them, so it's nice having them up here. Also worked with Collie Tucker under 20s, and Paulie a few times I was up here, so it's nice to work with those lads again.
Obviously, Craig is captain. Can you just talk a bit about what you've seen from him over the last year, 2 years, in terms of his growth, in terms of leadership?
Yeah, look, he's a fantastic leader on and off the field. There's not a more dedicated man in the squad. Like, all the stuff he does off the field goes unseen to most people, but such a good leader, and he's such a good guy in general, and it's the perfect person for this tour because everybody get behind him, and he's great energy around the place, and yeah.
What are you hoping to get out of this tour personally?
Look, just to improve, being up here now, get a few work-ons, continue trying to improve my game, so just keep getting better is the aim up here.
Tom, you've had a few kind of false dawns with Ireland call-ups and training camps and things like that, where you've got injured before it, or you've missed out narrowly and things like that. How much are you excited to kind of throw everything you can into these few weeks?
Yeah, look, I'm buzzing, to be honest. Been unlucky with a couple of injuries, but that's kind of the nature of the game, to be fair. So kind of just taking these next couple of weeks in my stride, and yeah, overall just delighted to be up here.
Has it been hard or easy to kind of recover from those setbacks when you know Ireland camps have been in sight? Or I remember at the start of the Six Nations maybe last year where you had been named as a training panellist and then you got that concussion. Like, there've been a few tough ones there. Do you need to take a little bit of time to just kind of process all of those in the moment?
Yeah, you do. Look, it's happened a couple of times now, and then obviously initially you're very disappointed, but like I said before, it's kind of the nature of the game. You kind of got to pick yourself back up, and I've had a good support system around me, and kind of move past that eventually, and you kind of focus on the next job and try eventually get back up here again.
I know the season didn't end like you would have hoped with Munster, but do you feel like yourself and a lot of those other Munster players as well are kind of coming in with a good deal of confidence, because you went on a nice little run in those last few games?
Yeah, look, it obviously didn't end the way that we wanted to. It's a tough way to go out, but we were playing good rugby, like you said, towards the end of the season, and a lot of lads that are up here were playing good ball as well. Like, so we can take the confidence from everybody individually playing well. So yeah, hopefully to bring it up here now.
And in terms of your own position, still this season as well, you've moved between second and back row quite a lot. The back row was very new for you last season. Are you feeling a lot more comfortable playing in that role now?
Yeah, definitely a lot more comfortable. I have good lads in Munster, likes of Pete, who's very helpful towards my game when I was playing six. I have Liams as well. Liams is very helpful to me as well, so definitely a lot more comfortable there this season.
But I get the feeling that whether it's second or back row, if you're wearing an Ireland jersey in a couple of weeks' time, you don't really care which one?
No, not at all. It's whichever. I'm happy to do either. Just be absolutely delighted.
And just actually, how do those two roles differ, if you kind of go into maybe what's expected of you on the pitch, just even the small little bits and pieces?
I suppose down in Munster it's a bit different to up here. I think up here everybody in the pack is kind of in the middle of the field working together, while back down in Munster it's usually the two back rows are kind of holding the edges a bit more, so you're playing out wide a bit more. So it's only really different down in Munster. Up here it's kind of similar enough between second row and back row.
Was there a rugby background in your family, or how did you kind of get started off?
No, nobody played rugby in my family. It was all Big J family, and just went to kind of a summer camp in the kind of town where my mum's from, and kind of got a love for it there, and just kept playing all the way up through, down in Youghal, down in Gower, down in Water Park. It was kind of my underage background, and then I moved up to Limerick and into the academy and for Shannon then as well.
Did you play at GA when you were younger?
Yeah, I played hurling football with my local club, AHERN, till I was about about 16, and then once I kind of got into East Munster kind of set up, I kind of had to give it up.
Thanks, Derek.
You've had, you haven't got an international cap, but you've had experience of international rugby. I'm thinking about taking on the All Blacks, who have 7 internationals, including that highly rated Holland, I can't think of his first name, and the other second row, the Ware, because you were in the second row that day. What did you learn about the big step up, or was it not a big step up?
Well, definitely what they brought that day was a lot of physicality, and kind of initially caught us off a bit guard, and look, we didn't perform how we wanted on that day, but I'd say the big takeaway was the physicality aspect.
Okay, I thought Munster did well that day, but that's fair enough. You did well for Gerard Barron was captain, you had a number of problems. But there are a number of players who played in that game here with you in this squad. Do you think it would have been a help in what you're going to gauge what the Georgian battle will most likely be up front? The Portuguese battle, I'm not too sure, but do you think that was much of a help?
Yeah, 100% sure. Look, they were quality players we played that day, and we kind of had to front up, and like I said, the physicality aspect and kind of the speed of ball was a serious pace as well, so I'd imagine it'll be similar enough now in the next couple of games. Like both teams will bring massive physicality and there'll be an increase in tempo.
And Paul O'Connell might be from Munster, but you're more used to working with Mikey Pagas. Have you seen a different side of Mikey up here, or how's he been, or have you been impressed with the way that he works with Paul or anything like that?
Yeah, look, Mike's a class coach, and I think he's done very well since he's been up here. Same with Liam, same with Collie. I think they've all been fantastic. I think they're all kind of just finding their bearings as well. At the same time, it's a new environment for all of them, but I think they've done an exceptional job so far.
Has Paul been working with you particularly? I mean, obviously you're not going to tell us if you're playing in the back row or the second row, but has Paul been doing extra work with you, or is it more of an overall hands-on thing?
I think it's more of a overall hands-on thing. He's working with all the forwards massively with the line-outs. So just in that aspect, he's helping all of us, not just me individually, but front rows, second rows and back rows in terms of line-out and maul.
Next time.
Yeah. Tom, hi. Can I ask you about getting called into the Six Nations squad as you were, and how much that meant to you in terms of as a confidence boost, and how much of that it has been a help coming in this time?
Yeah, look, it's any time you get called up to this group is special. Like, it's a fantastic, exceptional group. Like, and yeah, look, I was buzzing when I got called up during the Six Nations. Even though it was just a week, I was delighted to be up here, just working with the class coaches, class players, and definitely give me a bit of confidence to push on the rest of the season. Hopefully, end up back here.
Yeah, William. I'm just wondering how are you finding Cully Tucker, because he's a Munster man who's gone up to Connacht and is very much a Connacht man now. How's that relationship building up, because he's new to this as well at this level?
It's all good. I had Cully under 20s for a couple of years, and look, he's an unbelievable coach, and he's class at his craft. Like, he's looking after the ruck here and the scrum, and I think he's a fantastic professional, and he's a very good guy in general, so he's an easy person to get along with, and he's a fantastic coach as well.